Apparently, Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, his house was just burned down by a guy named Cody Ballmer. Let's just listen to this report here. Wow, dude, that's nuts. Destroyed.
This kind of violence is becoming far too common in our society.
Absolutely.
And I don't give a if it's coming from one particular side or the other.
I mean, this was an attack on a Democratic governor's home. So, I don't know, take that for what you will. I guess we're going to look into it and we'll see what we can find out about this.
Directed at one particular party or another, or one particular person or another. It is not okay. And it has to stop. We have to be better than this.
The charges will include attempted murder, terrorism.
Good, yeah, definitely a terrorism charge.
Aggravated arson, and aggravated assault against an enumerated person. These are all very serious charges. As with any charges, the defendant is presumed innocent.
Okay, interesting. I haven't seen anything to indicate that he's a Trump supporter so far, and the reason that's important is because Trump supporters are getting really defensive over it right now and claiming that he's not a Trump supporter. So I just want to find the facts of the information. Like, if he's not a Trump supporter, I want to know that. Because, I don't put it past people of other belief systems to do crazy. I mean, look at Donald Trump's assassin, or would-be assassin. He was a Republican. So, like, people who do like this are not always, like, all there mentally, By the way, the algorithm is hitting me hard right now, completely ignoring me. So I'd appreciate if you watched to the end of the video. Having increased watch time as a percentage and a raw number is what pushes the video further. Also, check out my books, owenmorgan.com. All right, back to the video. 38-year-old man has been arrested and is due to be charged following an alleged arson attack on the official residence of PA Governor Josh Shapiro, authorities have said. Cody Ballmer faces charges of attempted murder, terrorism, aggravated arson, and aggravated assault. The arrest came hours after Shapiro, often touted as a future White House contender, woke up in the middle of the night to authorities banging on the door of his home as a fire spread. Wow, that's scary. Oh my God, imagine that for a moment. That is crazy. At a news conference on Sunday, Shapiro said he was obviously emotional as he recalled what had happened. The Democrat and his family were able to evacuate unscathed, but their home in the state capital of Harrisburg was severely damaged. I refuse to be trapped by the bondage that someone attempted to put on me by attacking us as they did last night, he told reporters. Hours before the fire, Shapiro and his family had celebrated the first night of Passover, a Jewish holiday, at home, right? Because he's Jewish. And he's like super, super, super pro-Israel. He's a really good governor by all accounts, except for that. He's a good guy. I love his politics in every way, except that. And it's like, it goes beyond just, milquetoast support of Israel, and it kind of crosses into genocidal a little bit, unfortunately. Police Deputy Commissioner George Bivens said the suspect had a homemade incendiary device in his possession and was arrested in the Harrisburg area. Wow, man. Say he was able to hop a fence surrounding the home, get inside to start the blaze. So the reason I wanted to talk about this, I have seen no indication that he's a Trump supporter yet. I've also seen no indication anyone is even saying that he's a Trump supporter so far, or a Republican or anything yet. The reason I say that is because there's this website, The Donald. It's also called patriots.win. It's the old The Donald subreddit. After they were banned from Reddit, they created their own website, and there's basically no moderation, and it's turned into a full-blown terror cell. Planning or glorifying assassination attempts, death threats regularly. I mean, they're not even death threats. They're just talking about how they want to kill these people, and they intend to and stuff. So let's see what they said about this. The left is saying Cody Ballmer, who arsoned Governor Shapiro's house, was a Trump supporter. Again, I haven't seen anything about that. Has anybody said that? He supported Yang and hated Trump per his Facebook account. He may have been a Trump supporter. He may have done this for politically motivated reasons, but this early in the investigation, I haven't seen any indication of anybody saying that yet. Here we go. This is what they said. Be that as it may, the left's lies only still work on each other inside their ever-shrinking echo chambers. No one outside the asylum believes them anymore. God, these people. On Reddit, they're saying Trump will pardon him and give him a job at the White House, lol. I wouldn't be surprised by that, actually. Lemafow, says this person. Somebody has to clean up Hunter's blow stashes. Oh, I thought that was going to be Don Jr. I thought he was on the case. I figured he found them all within 5 minutes of entering the White House. They're so predictable. It's boring. What's predictable? What are you saying is predictable? I don't understand. Dude literally burned down a governor's house. What's predictable here? A registered socialist. Can you register as a socialist? I didn't know there was a place to register for that. Therefore, a Democrat, he says. Oh my God, dude. These people. The left says this every time. Reddit is full of this. And I see he's wearing an anxiety napkin. An anxiety napkin? What? Oh, he's talking about the mask. I see. The reason that they posted the picture of this, of course, because he's wearing a mask and they wanted to try to fortify the idea that he's a Democrat, right? Is that a cigarette protruding from the mask? It is. Yeah, it is. Oh my God. So what I'm reading is this is a joke. It's a joke. It's very clearly a meme. The SIG has a filter, so it's 100% safe and effective. Check his cell data against all wildfires in the country last few years. This is a wonderful idea. I think doing this without a court order might be difficult, though. He's in custody, right? For allegedly committing arson. Seems like a simple, logical path to see if he's committed other arson to show a pattern. All right, let's see. Funny to see the lefty whack jobs turning on each other. Wow. Okay, so it turned from the left thinks this guy is a Trump supporter to he's definitely not just not a Trump supporter, but he's a Yang supporter. And now it's moved to he's a lefty. I mean, you seeing how this is like shifting over more and more every single comment? Oh my God. Funny to see the lefty whack jobs turning on each other. Tell you what, let's just agree that our support for any fellow Trump supporter ends when they try to commit murder via arson. There may be violence, but we will all know when that time begins. Anyone jumping the gun has to deal with the consequences. That's an interesting thing for him to have said. 5 upvotes for that. 5 points. So down the memory hole it goes every single time. A registered socialist. God, these people. The violence of the Yang Gang violence must be stopped. Of course, he's anti-Biden, like all the other far leftists were when they were protesting the genocide in Gaza, Lamau. Watching the left twist themselves into a knot, trying to pretend like they haven't been promoting anti-Jew hatred for the past 2 years is hilarious. I guess those college campus protests never happened. Holy Christ, dude. I find it fascinating to find 2 different types of people on this website. It's like half the time I see rabid Zionist nutcases that want to murder Palestinians, and the other half I find rabid Nazis trying to murder Jews. And they like live together here in this environment. It's wild. r/conservative. Let's see what's going on there. Oh, hey, I didn't know there was an r/conservative memes. Let's hit that too. Here we go. Yikes. PA Governor Josh Shapiro's home set on fire by arsonist while he and his family slept. I do not support political violence against anyone. Don't care who they are. Don't care who did it. Punish them to the fullest extent of the law. Okay, I appreciate that. It's good. Despicable, cowardly violence. Yeah, figured the governor's house would be guarded. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised, right? I'm going to be extra pissed if someone who's on the right side of politics or a Trump supporter did this. Trump supporter, right side of politics. Totally. Lighting things on fire is never a good way to address grievances, whether it's people setting themselves on fire like global warming nut did in the Capitol a few years back, or if it's lighting cities on fire like BLM did. That didn't happen. Or Teslas like we're seeing now. I'm sorry, I'm going to address this BLM thing. There's one famous big fire during BLM, and it was Police Precinct 3, I believe. And it was lit by a Trump supporter, a member of a militia group called the Boogaloo Boys, who goes around and they try to instigate incidents. They try to cause issues for people. And before I get the comment saying this is most likely some nutjob leftist, I agree, likely, because for whatever reason they think this will somehow magically get people to listen to them. What are you talking about? Because they can't grasp we have been listening and just know they are wrong, so now ignoring them. But on the offense chance, This is someone who's with us. It needs to be said that this is in no way acceptable. Okay, I appreciate that. I'm glad we're hearing some of that on this website. On the on patriots.win, they were singing a very different tune. Are Democrats suddenly against arson? They seemed okay with it just a moment ago. Nobody has ever been okay with arson. These people live in another realm, man. Find the perp and give him the death penalty. Okay. Even if he's a Trump supporter, no. No death penalty. Why would you even suggest such a thing? What is wrong with people? Holy Christ. These people seriously need help. Anyway, wow. That is interesting. Yeah, tell me what you think about it in the comments. I obviously don't want anything bad to happen to Josh Shapiro or anybody else. Obviously. I just, I'm kind of blown away by Trump supporters' reactions to this.